Heavy rain has caused mudslide and landslide on National Highway 29 in Nagaland, blocking roads near Chade Bridge and Bagla Bahar. 25th anniversary edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy was inaugurated on September 13 at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kaima. Nagaland Iconic Hornbill Festival received the prestigious Silver Banyan Award for Base Cultural Music and Dance at the Week Heritage Award held in New Delhi on September 13. Students and faculty of Baran Government College are risking their lives daily due to a dangerously poor road between Jalaki and New Baran. Sumi community Marilitz Akoima celebrated its Silver Jubilee on September 13 at Moluki Hall, marking 25 years since its founding. Good evening, viewers. This is Marnikitan and you're watching English Primetime. Now the news in detail. Heavy rain has caused mudslide and landslide on National Highway 29 in Nagaland, blocking roads near Chade Bridge and Bagla Bahar. The road from Chade Bridge to New Chumukidima is closed. Light vehicles can use the old Chumukidima village road, while heavy vehicles should take a longer road via 7th Mile, Bimla, Mainamsi, Metsifima, Koima. However, the new Chumukidima road is also blocked due to the more mudslide and rockfalls. Traffic police are guiding commuters and NHITCL has sent machines to clear the roads.
Incident hoi thaga noli mati girina itu phaturgan girina gari khange den nishkuda noli do manula life la do opori bishi update aru Nagaland de Chumukidima National Highway 29 de alak incident hoi thaga noli mati girina itu phaturgan girina gari khange damage kuda noli do manula life la do opori bishi update korese aru aji Nltv khan ide National Highway 29 de aina ase aru thik moi khara kuina thaga do ido patka aru ido
The 25th anniversary edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy was inaugurated on September 13 at Indira Gandhi Stadium, Koima. Organized by the Naga Students Federation in collaboration with the Angami Students Union, the tournament honors martyrs late Kikujale Sachu and late Vikozos Yoshu. Minister for Rural Development Metsoba Jamir opened the event, urging players to embrace a theme, call for peace, and view sports as about unity and professionalism. The tournament runs till October 18 with matches also at Chumukidima.
President, Naga Student Federation and its Islam colleagues and the federating units and the subordinate bodies of the Naga Student Federation, President, Angami Public Organization and its Islam colleagues and all the frontal organizations. President, Nagaland Football Association and its esteemed colleagues, President, KDFA and President, CDFA, Steering Committee Chairman, Sir Medoyoka, and all subcommittees, distinguished guests and invitees, my dear football lovers, we are here to commemorate the 25th anniversary edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy, which Naga Student Federation Martyrs Memorial Trophy. This is not only a celebration of sportsmanship, but it is also a solemn remembrance of our two noble sons of our land, led Kikozo Setsu of Koima village and led Kikozo Yosu of Koima village, who laid down their lives on the altar of democracy.
And in commemoration of this Guru Jubilee, I greet you all in he and Adani's name. First of all, I'd like to wish you good evening to all of you. It is with deep honor and heartfelt recollection that I stand before you today at this historic event.
Nagaland Iconic Hornbill Festival received the prestigious Silver Banyan Award for Best Cultural Music and Dance at the Week Heritage Award held in New Delhi on September 13. Sharon Longchari, Joint Resident Commissioner, Nagaland House, accepted the award on behalf of the state from Union Minister of Culture and Tourism, Kajendra Singh Shekhawat. The Heritage Awards honor efforts to protect and promote India's rich cultural legacy across categories like tourism, traditional arts and creative industries. The Sumi community Marilitsa Koima celebrated its silver jubilee on September 13 at Moloki Hall, marking 25 years since its founding. Graced by Y. Kikedo Sema IS, Principal Secretary of Law and Justice, the event highlighted the community's contributions to Koima's development and the importance of unity, social justice, and responsible citizenship. Sema urged the community to uphold their motto of social upliftment and support disadvantaged groups. The Jubilee also honored the Sumi-Church centenary in Koima and featured prayers, speeches, and the unveiling of a commemorative souvenir. Students and faculty of Bern Government College are risking their lives daily due to a dangerously poor route between Jaluki and New Bern. Commuters from Jaluki into nearly 2 hours on treacherous terrain with no mobile connectivity and only one overburdened Nagaland State Transport bus. Despite repeated appeals, authorities have taken no meaningful action. The unsafe road, worsened during monsoons, is not only a logistical nightmare but a serious threat to safety and access to education. Students and teachers call for urgent intervention, saying we don't need a highway, just a safe road. The Gonyak Union has reaffirmed its demand for Nagaland's job reservation policy to be revised based on population ratio, citing systematic deprivation and lack of corrective measures despite being one of the state's most mobilized and backward tribes. In a memorandum to the Chief Minister, KU supported the Gonyak Students' Union, pushed for equitable representation, calling the demand a legitimate right that needs urgent legislative action to address long-standing injustices. The Eastern Naga Students Federation has issued a directive instructing all its federating units to prepare volunteers for the second phase of agitation starting Monday, September 15. This move comes in response to the Department of School Education continued failure to meet ENSAF's legitimate demands. While the specific mode of agitation will be announced later, all units have been ordered to make necessary arrangements and remain on high alert. The central government's integrated child development scheme is facing credibility issues in Assam Caliber subdivision, where several model Angkawadi centers remain incomplete nearly 2 years after receiving rupees 25 lakh each. Field inspections in areas like Bulkuri Chang and Hatbo reveal severe infrastructure lapses, missing doors, toilets, and basic finishes, raising concerns of fund misappropriation and lack of accountability. Critics warned that without urgent corrective action, the ICDs may fail its mission to supporting early childhood development. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while attending Bhupen Hazarika birth centenary celebration in Guwahati on Saturday, said the legendary singer music continues to unite India and energize its people. Calling Hazarika the voice of a united Northeast, Modi praised his embodiment of the Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat spirit. The BM released a commemorative Rs. 100 coin and a book of Hazarika and emphasized cultural connectivity as vital to national development. He also highlighted his promotion of Assamese Kamosa and urged citizens to support local culture and products. The Arunachal Pradesh government has approved a 30-year mining lease for the Namchik Nampu coal mines in Changlan district to Guwahati-based Gold Bulls PVT Ltd, marking a major step toward commercial coal production in the region. The lease agreement signed in Itanagar follows years of halted operations due to violations and alleged illegal activities. With forest and environment clearances secured, mining is said to begin soon, expected to yield 2 lakh tons annually, boosting state revenue, curbing illegal mining and generating local employment. The Namchik Nampu coal field, spread over 1,33,065 hectares with an estimated 15 million tons of coal, has faced environmental and civil scrutiny due to its location in ecological sensitive tribal land.
हमेशा एक कहावत है, इंतजार का फल मीठा होता है। तो हम लोग जो है एकदम प्रोसीड्यूरल, एवरी प्रोसीजर, लीगलिटी सबको ऑब्जर्व करके जो है ये लीगली हम लोग खरसांग कोल फील्ड को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का थ्रू से ऑक्शन हुआ और इसका लीज एग्रीमेंट आज किया, उसको अवार्ड दिया गया है और अभी दे कैन गो फॉर एक्सट्रैक्शन। उसमें लोकल बेनिफिट भी मिलेगा, लोकल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट होगा, स्टेट को रेवेन्यू आएगा और इसमें पहले जो कंप्लेन था ये इलीगल माइनिंग का, रेड होल माइनिंग वगैरह का, वो सब भी बंद हो जाएगा। अरुणाचल में और भी कोल फील्ड्स है और कुछ ऑक्शन हुआ है और कुछ सम इन द पाइपलाइन, उसको हम लोग धीरे धीरे अभी टेकअप कर रहे हैं।
The Arunachal Pradesh Education Department has reiterated its directive for all transfer teachers to immediately join their new postings. Education Commissioner Amjad Tak, in an official reminder on Saturday, instructed district education officers to ensure prompt relief and joining, warning of strict disciplinary action for non-compliance. A district-wise compliance report, including details of each transfer, is to be submitted by Monday. The department stressed that delays disrupt the academic environment and negatively impact students. Two brothers, Shah Jahan and Jahangir, were shot dead by unidentified bike-borne assailants in the Ramnagar area of Chandpur, Uttar Pradesh on Saturday night. Police said while Shah Jahan died on the spot, Jahangir succumbed to his injuries and rode to the hospital. The bodies have been seen for postmortem and the motive behind the attack remains unclear.
जनपद जौनपुर थाना मुगरा बादशाहपुर अंतर्गत पुलिस के पास शाम के लगभग 8:30 बजे सूचना आई कि यहाँ पर मझगवा रामनगर के पास रहने वाले यहाँ के शाहजहां, जिनकी उम्र लगभग 70 वर्ष तथा इनके छोटे भाई जहांगीर, जिनकी उम्र लगभग 65 वर्ष बताई जा रही है और मुंबई में रहते हैं, ये जब मोटरसाइकिल से अपने घर लौट रहे थे तो इनके घर से लगभग 1 किलोमीटर दूर रामनगर क्षेत्र में इनके ऊपर किसी अज्ञात हमलावर द्वारा असलहे से फायर किया गया है। इस सूचना पर पुलिस द्वारा तत्काल मौके पर पहुँच के जो इसमें मजरूब थे वो इलाज के लिए जा रहे थे, उनके साथ पुलिस की टीमें भी। इलाज पे पहुंचने के दौरान इनकी मृत्यु हुई है। इन दोनों मृतक व्यक्ति शाहजहां तथा जहांगीर के शव को पोस्टमार्टम हेतु भिजवाया गया। इसमें अज्ञात लोगों के विरुद्ध अभियोग पंजीकृत करते हुए पुलिस की 7 टीमें पुलिस अधीक्षक ग्रामीण तथा क्षेत्राधिकारी सदर और क्षेत्राधिकारी मछली शहर के अंतर्गत घटना का अनावरण के लिए लगाई गई हैं। शीघ्र ही बॉडी को पोस्टमार्टम तथा आगे विधिक कार्रवाई।
Broadband internet services were restored in Jammu and Kashmir to the district after nearly a week of restrictions following the detention of AAP MLMA Raj Malik, which had sparked violent protests. Authorities eased prohibitory orders and began reopening shops, transport and schools in phases after meeting the civil society representatives who pledged cooperation to maintain peace. Officials urged the business community to monitor troublemakers using CCTV and assure the public that essential supplies will be addressed within 24 hours. Indian women's cricket captain Harmanpreet Kaur reached a major milestone by becoming the third Indian and the 10th overall player to feature in 150 women ODIs. Debuting in 2009, she joined legends Mithali Raj and Jwalant Goswami in this elite list. Harmanpreet has led India in 37 ODIs and boasts consistent batting averages, 36.95 at home, 35.76 away and 44.33 in neutral venues. The Mother Vaishno Devil pilgrim is scheduled to resume on Sunday after a 19-day suspension has been postponed again due to ongoing heavy rains, the Shrine Board announced. The pilgrimage was initially halted on August 26 following a deadly landslide that killed 34 and injured 20. Frustrated devotees from across India, including those who have waited for days in Katra, are now returning home without completing their yatra as uncertainty continues around its resumption.
पिछले 25-30 साल से इधर आ रहा हूँ। पिछले साल जब आया था वह जब भी बारिश थी, आज भी बहुत बारिश है। 2 दिन से यहाँ स्टे कर रहे हैं और कल का हमारा फ्लाइट का बुकिंग है, अब तो निकलना पड़ेगा। अभी इधर का ही दर्शन करेंगे नीचे जाके और निकल जाए, बाणगंगा का दर्शन करेंगे और निकल जाएंगे। साइन बोर्ड ने तो कहा है कि अब यात्रा ऐसे बोल नहीं सकते कब चालू हो रही कब बंद हो रही।
हम 5 दिनों से आए, 4 आदमी 5 दिनों से 4 आदमी आए और 4 उस दिन से भी हमारी बात हुई थी, तो बोले 13 तारीख को ये खुल जाएगा और दर्शन हो जाएगा पक्का 100% बोला था। मौसम भी खुला था और तो हम जब से ही रुके होटल में इधर और हमारे दर्शन मतलब आज पक्का बोला था, तो आज भी हम सुबह 3 बजे से इधर आके खड़े हैं। तो 3 बजे से आके खड़े तो जब भी आज भी मतलब पूरा कैंसिल कर दिया। कल भी पूरा न्यूज़ में वगैरह सब बताया था, एक बार पहले हमने टिकट कैंसिल करके रुके हैं और इतना होने के बाद भी आज फिर कैंसिल कर दिया, तो पूरा बहुत।
Security has been tightened along the Indo-Nepal border at Rexall, Bihar, following political unrest in Nepal sparked by student-led protests over a social media ban. The border has been jointly sealed, allowing movement only for medical emergencies or urgent official travel. Shastra Simapal personnel are conducting strict ID checks and using advanced scanners to inspect package. India and Nepal are coordinating closely to prevent the unrest from spreading across the border, maintaining regulated movement under heightened surveillance. Delhi police arrested 4 individuals, including armed smuggler Sachit from Bidampura, for smuggling weapons to criminals across the capital. Raids recovered 10 pistols, 8 magazines, and 127 live bullets from Sajid's car. Among the accused, 2 had prior criminal records, and 1 was a budding criminal. Separately, police also busted an illegal arms factory near the Yamuna River in Mathura, Uttar Pradesh.
इसमें हमें एक इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली थी कि साजिद नाम का एक व्यक्ति है जो एक बड़ी खेप लेकर हथियारों की दिल्ली में आ रहा है और सप्लाई करेगा यहाँ के लोकल क्रिमिनल्स को। तो इसमें जब हमने नेताजी सुभाष प्लेस पीतमपुरा के एरिया में जब रेड मारी तो उसकी गाड़ी से हमें 127 के करीब राउंड्स और 18 एक्स्ट्रा मैगजीन और उसमें 10 पिस्टल हमें उस टाइम पे मिल गई थी। 8 एक्स्ट्रा मैगजीन और 10 हमें पिस्टल मिली। तो जब साजिद को पकड़ा और फर्दर इन्वेस्टिगेट करा तो उसमें हमें 5 लोगों के और नाम पता लगे जिसको ये हथियार बेच चुका था। साजिद का पहले एक इन्वॉल्वमेंट बता रहे हैं जो सनी जसवंत के साथ रहा है ये, और सनी जसवंत एक एक्टिव मेंबर रहा है नीरज भवानिया गैंग का। और साथ ही साथ इसका ये भी पता चला था हमें कि अफसर गैंग का जो वेस्ट दिल्ली के पार्ट में थोड़ा एक्टिव है उसके भी मेंबर्स को ये देता रहा है। बाकी इसमें जो 3 लोग हमने और पकड़े साजिद को छोड़ के, उनमें से 2 के भी प्रीवियस इन्वॉल्वमेंट पाए गए और एक आदमी है जिसका प्रीवियस इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं है लेकिन वो एक बडिंग क्रिमिनल था और वो सोशल मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंस और वो उस चक्कर में उसने पिस्टल खरीदी।
Delhi Police Crime Branch arrested 3 individuals, Tibak Bande, Yash Singh and Wasim Akram, for running a fake visa consultancy scheme by impersonating VFS Global through a fraudulent website, social media profiles and US-based WhatsApp number. The accused duped several victims of over rupees 3.16 lakhs by offering fake visa, job and consular services. Raids led to the seizure of laptops, forged documents, and bank records used in the operation. The accused confessed to fabricating documents and misleading victims, and police are continuing investigations to trace more victims and financial links. Viewers, now we'll take a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching English Primetime. 4 men were arrested in South Delhi for smuggling over 51 kg of marijuana from Bihar using courier services, police said on Saturday. Acting on a tip-off, police intercepted an auto rickshaw in Saket on September 8, arresting Ravi Roshan and Tirender Singh with nearly 26 kg of cannabis. Their interrogation led to the arrest of a third suspect, Ravi Kumar, a second bus on September 2. Near Motinagar resulted in the arrest of Tina Nath, who was found with another 25 kg. The drugs were allegedly supplied by a man named Chandan from Bihar. Police also seized an auto used for transport and booked the accused under the NTPS Act. A 35-year-old man, Sachin Chowdhury of Ghaziabad, miraculously survived after his car plunged from Mukarba Chowk flyover onto railway tracks near Haidarpur metro station in outer North Delhi on Sunday morning. Police said Chowdhury lost control while driving from Birakari to Ghaziabad. The car hit a pavement, jumped the railing, and landed upside down, but the driver sustained only minor injuries. Train services were unaffected as the track was cleared quickly. A motorcycle found nearby was unrelated to the crash. Police are investigating both incidents. Union Minister of State for External Affairs Babitra Margarida will visit Babua New Guinea on September 16 to represent Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the country's 15th Independence Day celebrations. Invited by the Babua New Guinea government, Margarida will also hold talks with local leaders and interact with the Indian diaspora and business community. His visit builds on the momentum of the 2023 FIPIC summit in the Port Moresby and aims to strengthen India's engagement with Pacific Island nations. He will also visit Hong Kong and Brisbane for industry meetings and diaspora outreach. Albania has made history by appointing Dilia, the world's first AI cabinet minister, to oversee public procurement and fight corruption. Named after the Albanian word for sun, Dilia is a digital entity aimed at enhancing transparency and accountability in government spending. While its appointment marks a bold step toward modernization, it also raises concern over accountability and potential misuse. Ukraine launched one of its most significant drone attacks in recent months, targeting Russia's largest oil terminal owned by Bashneft, located nearly 1,400 kilometers from the front lines. The strike set two massive tankers ablaze and temporarily halted crude loading operations, with one tanker holding up to 70,000 barrels of oil. While local officials downplayed the damage and confirmed no casualties, video footage showed a drone exploding on impact. The attack is part of Ukraine's ongoing effort to cripple Russia's energy infrastructure and revenues. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump urged NATO allies to stop importing Russian oil, as some countries like Turkey and Hungary continue purchase despite sanctions. Sushila Karki was sworn in as Nepal's first woman prime minister after the resignation of Gaby Sharma Oli amid widespread protests over the social media ban and corruption. Chosen through a consensus between President Ramchandra Patel, the military and youth protest leaders, Karki took office in Kathmandu and paid tribute to those who killed in the unrest, declaring them martyrs and offering rupees 10 lakhs in aid to affected families. Her interim government faces significant challenges as President Patel controversially dissolved Parliament, drawing criticism from political parties, and announced new elections for March 5 next year. India's Jasmine Lamboria clinched gold in the women's 57 kg category at the 2025 World Boxing Championship in Liverpool, defeating Poland's Olympic silver medalist Srismita Julia 4-1 with a dominant performance from the second round onward. In the 80 kg plus category, Nubur earned silver after a narrow 3-2 loss to Poland Agata Kasmaraska, while veteran Pooja Rani secured bronze following 4-1 semi-final defeat to England's Emily Exquith. The United States and Taliban officials have agreed to a new prisoner exchange following rare talks in Kabul, confirmed by Afghanistan Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The discussions involve former U.S. envoys Adam Boiler and Zalmay Khalilzad and Afghan acting Foreign Minister Amir Khan Mudaki. While Washington has not officially confirmed the deal, it may involve Titan American Mohammad Habibi and Afghan national Mohammad Rahim, the last Afghan prisoner at Guantanamo Bay. This follows previous exchanges, including the recent release of American George Kezaman and early swaps in January 2025. At least 25 people were injured, including two in serious condition, after a suspected gas explosion tore through the MIS Tesoros bar in Madrid's Puente de Vallecas district on Saturday. Firefighters rescued 4 people from the rubble, and authorities confirmed the building is unstable, with residents of 9 nearby units needing temporary housing. While officials suspect a gas leak, the exact cause remains under investigation. A far-right rally led by activist Tommy Robinson drew around 110,000 people in London on Saturday, with clashes erupting between demonstrators, counter-protesters and police, resulting in 9 arrests. Branded as a United Kingdom free speech march, the event was marked by anti-migrant rhetoric, Union Jack flags, and speeches from figures like French Eric Remor and Elon Musk from criticized UK immigration policy via video. Over 1,000 police officers were deployed as violence broke out near a rival 5,000-strong counter-march, chanting pro-refugee slogans. The rally follows a wave of anti-migrant protests across the UK. The Israel Defense Forces announced on Saturday that its aircraft guided by the 91st Division struck and killed a Hezbollah operative overnight near Al-Jadron in southern Lebanon. The military stated that the rocket was involved in the efforts to rebuild the Iranian paid group's military capabilities in the area. Then people were arrested Saturday afternoon during a clash between an anti-immigration rally and a large counter-protest at Christie Beach Park, Toronto. According to CBC News, the Canada First petrol rally organized by Joy Anitjar opposed mass immigration, claiming it strains national resources. In response, hundreds rallied nearby in support of immigrants and marginalized communities. Dina led from the Workers' Action Center criticized the anti-immigration stance, stating that immigrants are being unfairly blamed for issues like housing and healthcare shortages. Toronto police closed parts of blood streetways during the event. All roads have since reopened. Earlier, PM Mark Carney called for urgent immigration reforms, saying the current system is unsustainable. At least 25 people were arrested and 26 police officers injured, 4 seriously, during violent clashes at the far-right United Kingdom rally in central London on Saturday. According to the Metropolitan Police, the demonstration organized by anti-immigration figure Tommy Robinson drew between 110,000 and 150,000 people. Through Robinson falsely claimed over 3 million attended. Clashes broke out near Whitehall, where a smaller stand-up to racism counter-protests also took place. Police vowed more arrests, while critics condemned the rally's xenophobic rhetoric. The event comes amid rising support for the far-right Reform UK party. India's men's double duo Satwar Siraj, Randik Reddy and Chirag Shetty finished runners-up at the Hong Kong Open Super 500 after a hard-fought 21-19, 14-21, 17-21 loss to China Olympic silver medalists Liang Weikeng and Wang Chang. Despite a thrilling first camp win, the Indians couldn't maintain momentum, falling behind 2-11 in the decider. The defeat ended their perfect record in Super 500 finals and marked their first final appearance in 16 months. Later in the day, Lakshya Sen is said to contest the men's singles final against China's Li Shifeng. Former Indian football captain Baichung Puja emphasized the need for consistency and long-term planning in Indian football following the national team's bronze medal finish at the GAFA Nations Cup. While praising the team's performance under new coach Khalid Jamil, Puja called the tournament experimental and stressed that the real focus should be on the upcoming Asia Cup and World Cup qualifiers to ensure regular participation in major international events.
नहीं अच्छा खालिद जमील का फर्स्ट टूर्नामेंट था तो इसलिए रिजल्ट वाइज अच्छा रिजल्ट था ब्रॉन्ज जीतना बट मैं एक ही सजेशन देना चाहता हूँ उनको खालिद जमील को एक कंसिस्टेंसी लाना पड़ेगा टीम में उनका आईएसएल भी जब मैं देखता था आईएसएल के साथ जो उन्होंने जिस टीम के साथ काम किया और काफा में भी कभी एक अच्छे प्रदर्शन करता है एक अच्छा मैच खेलता है फिर नेक्स्ट मैच अगेन खराब परफॉर्मेंस हो जाता है एक कंसिस्टेंसी लेना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यस काफ़ा हम लोग के लिए एक एक्सपीरियंस का एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करने का टूर्नामेंट था एशिया कप के आगे तो मुझे लगता है कि मेन फोकस हमारा एशिया कप और वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर्स में रहना चाहिए बिकॉज कैफाज हो या मर्डेका हो या नेहरू कप सैफ कप ये सब टूर्नामेंट्स तो काफ़ी बार पिछले 30-40 साल से इंडिया जीता है हारा हुआ है लेकिन मेन टारगेट और फोकस हमारा एशिया कप और वर्ल्ड कप में रहना चाहिए उसके लिए आई थिंक वी हैव टू रियली परफॉर्म मच बेटर
In a major blow to India's wrestling team, Olympic bronze medalist Aman Shirawat was disqualified from the World Championship in Zagreb after being 1.7 kg overweight during the weigh-in for the men's freestyle 75 kg category. Despite having ample time to make weight during the acclimatization game, the 22-year-old wrestler failed to meet the required limit, disappointing the contingent and ending his medal hopes. In a thrilling Shillong Premier League clash on September 13, defending champion Shillong Lechong snatched a dramatic 2-2 draw against Lashing at SSA Stadium Polo Ground. Lashing took an early lead with goals from Terjit Leng Washtong and Nicholson Pina, but Lajong fought back with Riborlang Liangkoi's long-range strike and a stoppage time equalizer by Metang Kyu Tapa. The draw leaves Lajong third with 9 points and Lashing fourth with 8, both just behind the league leaders. That's all for today's English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching Nltv.